Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In this one I'm going to be showing you how to do the Lacy Puffs pattern. For this stitch you can use any size hook and any size yarn. Recommend whatever the yarn calls for to use that size hook. I'm using worst weight yarn, which is 4-ply for the US, 10-ply for Australia, and a 5mm hook or a size H hook. The multiples of this stitch is 6 plus 3, and what that means is that you'll be chaining in multiples of 6. So do chains of 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 until you've reached the width that you want, and then chain 3 and you're ready to start. So go ahead and start with your chains of 6 and I'll see you back here in a moment. Okay, I just did my multiples of 6. So now I want to chain my plus 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm ready to get started. So to begin, you want to you want to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So count 1, 2, 3, 4 in this 4th chain. You want to do a double crochet. Then you want to put a double crochet down every chain. So put 1 double crochet in all your stitches down your chain, and I will see you when you get to the end. Okay, this is the end of row 1. Got all your double crochets down, and then for row 2 you're going to chain 1 and turn. Now the very first double crochet of the row, you want to put a single crochet. Then you will chain 1, skip 1 double crochet, and in the next put a single crochet. Then you'll chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You'll want to skip again only 1 double crochet, and in the next put a single crochet. Then you'll chain 1, skip 1, then in the next put a single crochet. Then you'll repeat that again. Chain 1, skip 1, then do a single crochet. And then now we're at the end of the repeat. You'll be doing a chain of 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only skip 1 and do a single crochet. And now we're going to start our double crochet. Our single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So we did our first single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet. So you'll have your 2 little spots here where you'll have single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then you'll do your chain of 4 again. So I'm going to do my chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you're only going to be skipping 1 stitch, always only 1 stitch. You'll do working, crocheting in 1 stitch, you'll skip the next, you'll do something in the next, then you'll skip the next. So you're always going to be skipping. You're working in every other stitch. So I did my chain of 4, skipping 1, single crochet in the next. And then this is where we're starting our next section of this, which we just did our single crochet. Then we'll do a chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, skipping every other stitch. So I did my single crochet, chain 1, so skip 1, single crochet in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, single crochet in the next. And then you want to do a chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you have 3 double crochets left, and you're beginning chain 2. So you're going to be skipping 1 as always, and you're putting a single crochet in the next. Now we're going to chain 1, skip 1 again, and this time we're going to be putting our last single crochet in that chain 2. And that's what it looks like at the end of the row. Okay, for row 3, you want to chain 3 and turn. And in the very first stitch of the row, you want to put a double crochet. Then you want to you want to chain 2, find that chain 4 from last row and do a single crochet. Then chain 2. So you'll be chaining 2 before your single crochet and then chaining 2 after. Then we're going to be doing a cross stitch. Remember last row I was showing you how we have a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Well, in those chain 1s you created 2 spaces, and this is what we're going to be using to do the cross stitch. So when you're doing a cross stitch, you'll skip the first space and you'll start in the next one. So you want to yarn over, skip the first space, and in the next space do a single crochet, a double crochet, sorry. Then you're going to want to chain 1 and then back up and do a single crochet there. The reason why we're doing a chain 1 in between, because we want to have a little bit of a space in between our cross stitches, because we're going to be using this space next row. So then you'll, after your cross stitch, you'll chain 2, put a single crochet in that chain 4 space again, then chain 2, and then again your cross stitch, skipping that first space and double crocheting in the next, chain 1, and then double crochet in the next, in the previous one. Then after your cross stitch, you'll always chain 2, single crochet in that chain 4, then chain 2, and then we're back to our cross stitch again. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, which will bring us up to the very end, where we want to do in this very last single crochet of the row, we want to put 2 double crochets worked in the very last stitch, and that will end row 3. So for row 4, you're going to chain 3 and not lose your loop and turn. Now you're going to be working 2 double crochets just like we did here in the very first double crochet. So in the very first stitch of the row, you're going to put 2 double crochets in there. Now we're going to be starting our puff stitches, and we're going to be doing our puff stitches worked in our single crochets, where we did our single crochets in the chain 4 spaces last row, and then we did our cross stitch. So for every single crochet here, this is what we're going to be putting our puff stitches in. And to do a puff stitch, you want to yarn over, insert your hook in the stitch that you're going to use, and pull up a loop. Then you want to pull up slightly. Now you want to repeat this 4 more times. So you're going to be doing this a total of 5 times. So I just did it once. So I'm going to repeat it again. Yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. You should have a total of 11 loops on your hook. So you want to pull through all 11 loops and then chain 1 to secure. Then you want to find that chain 1 in between when you did the chain 1, a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, making the cross stitch here. You want to do 2 double crochets in this chain 1 space here. So 1, 2, then you'll chain 1, and then you'll put 2 more double crochets. Whoa! Sorry about that. Went to grab more yarn and didn't have any tension. So anyway, sorry, let me back up a second. So in this chain 1 space here, you did 2 double crochets, chain 1, and then working in that same stitch, you want to put 2 more double crochets. And then we'll repeat by doing our puff stitch worked in this next single crochet. So again, yarn over, go into that single crochet, pull up a loop, and do that 4 more times, a total of 5 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull through all 11 loops and chain 1. And then again, in your, find that chain 1 space in between your 2 cross stitch double crochets here, and you'll be putting 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, all worked in that same chain 1 space. And then again, you'll be doing your puff stitch again, and then you'll do your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the next. So continue that down your row. Okay, I just did my last puff stitch of my row, and I'll come to my 2 double crochets at the end. So what you want to do, since this one is, it's actually a chain 3, there's a single crochet and chain 3, you want to find the top of that chain 3 and put 3 double crochets in it. So find the top of that chain 3 and work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And that will end your row 2. Wait, no, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. Sorry, they have it marked differently on the chart. It's confusing me. Okay, so the next row is going to be like you did your very first row. We're going to be putting double crochets. So very simple row. So you're going to start by chaining 2 and turn. Now you have 3 double crochets here at the beginning. Your chain 2 will count for the very first stitch. So you're going to skip this very first stitch here, and in the next you're going to put a double crochet, and then double crochet in the next stitch. Then you want to double crochet in the top of the puff stitch, and then you have your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets here. You're going to want to put a double crochet in each of these 2 double crochets, and in the chain 1 space you'll put a double crochet, and then in the next 2 double crochets as well, which will bring you back up to your puff stitch, which again you'll put a double crochet in your puff stitch. And then again you've come up to your 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, and again you'll want to put a double crochet in each of your double crochets and in the chain 1. So continue that all the way down to the end, and I'll see you when you get done. Okay, just put my double crochet in my puff here, and then you've got your 2 double crochets and your chain at the end. You'll be putting a double crochet in each of the double crochets, and then find the top of your chain 3 and put a double crochet there, which will end your row. And it kind of frames this little part really nicely, as you can see here. And that's the end of your repeat. Now, since this was the very first row, and this is the one we just did, so you can skip past that once you've gotten this row. So this will be counted as row, let me see how I counted it here. I just want to make sure I got this right. Rows 2 to 5. So you'll be repeating rows 2 through 5. So this one turns out is row 5, which we just did. So now you're going to be repeating by starting row 2. So rewind the video to row 2, and then you can continue on to repeat rows 2, 3, 4, and then 5 again, and then repeat over and over again until you reach your desired size. So that's it, guys. Really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to click like and share this video. If you haven't yet checked out my Facebook group called Crochet for the Masses, you can find that link down below. We share a lot of free patterns and work that we've done, and you can ask questions there. We don't allow any selling on the board, so it's ad free. It's just fun. Go there and make some crochet friends. So that's it, guys. Oh, if you're wondering about the hook that I'm using, it's a Furls hook, Furls wooden hook, and I recommend that you order it with an extended hook. So that's it. Thank you so very much for watching.